I'm attempting to travel the full length of the River Thames from source to sea without leaving the river.
It's definitely getting deeper.
Starting at a spring in Gloucestershire, the Thames wiggles its way across the English countryside, through central London, terminating out into the North Sea. The rule I've set myself: in order to make progress, I have to be in or on the water, following every single twist and turn for its entire distance.
Oh no.
That's over 200 soggy miles of walking, crawling, wading, swimming and paddling to hopefully arrive in one piece at the other end.
Let's hope this works.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Is this mission risky? Absolutely. But is it possible?
God, they're huge.
Well, that's exactly the question I was aiming to find out.
Mate, there's a packet of biscuits in there.
Thank you very much. My name's Ed Pratt, and during this series you're going to watch me try and travel source to sea down the River Thames. It's going to be a mad one.
Thank you, Ocean Bottle, for sponsoring this video.
Good morning, and welcome to Thames Head. This stone marks the very source of the River Thames, and I'm going to be attempting to follow it from its source right here all the way to the mouth without leaving its course. And that means in it, hence why I'm currently wearing a wetsuit. It's been a bit dry recently, so I think actually the water's going to start trickling a mile or so down that way. Going to walk for the first bit, then wade, then potentially swim, and then 12 miles downriver. Got a kayak waiting for me, so I'm going to jump in that and then follow the rest of the river all the way out to sea. That's the plan anyway. It's completely out of my depth. I've got no idea how this is going to go, but I thought I would attempt it, because why not? It sounds like fun. So to make life very simple at the start, the Thames literally follows the footpath. So still no sign of water, but we can just follow this, and I just keep checking my map, and I'm definitely on course.
Have you been diving?
Not yet. I'm planning to get in the river a little bit later. I'm following the Thames.
That's amazing. So you've literally, have we just caught you right at the start of
Just
your
started,
this
yeah.
project?
Yeah.
How long are you hoping it's going to take?
About 2 weeks, I think, but I'm not sure.
So you've got all your kit on your back. That's very
for
light.
the first bit, and then in Cricklade, I've got a kayak waiting for me. So I'm going to jump in the kayak and then carry on from there.
Fantastic! Going through all those locks and things.
That's it. Yeah, there's about 45 of them, I think.
Yes. Go.
Good luck. Thank you.
Good luck.
That was short-lived, but now leaving the footpath. My map is showing me that the river goes that way, so that's where we're going to go. So coming up is the A433, and the footpath goes over the road. I don't think I'm taking the footpath. I think I've got to go underneath the road somehow. Aha. Oh wow. Oh, it's pitch black in there. Okay, I do have a torch, so I'm going to put it on and I'm going to see if I can see to the other end. I'm just hoping it's not caved in. Okay, that looks possible. Oh yeah. Okay, we just need to get in. Oh, it's a little bit wider there. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's much deeper through here. Hello. Oh, I'm getting caught to the roof. But we're almost there. Well, that was an exciting start to this mission. That would have been fine if I was just scrambling through by myself, but even with this small bag, that was a struggle. Freedom. I think the river goes that way. I don't even want to look at the distance I've actually travelled so far. A few hundred metres maybe. This is going to be hard going. I'm still basically following a footpath here, but you can start to see where water does run. It's just not wet at all underfoot at the moment. Yeah, I want to get some use out of this wetsuit. With any trip like this, you've kind of got to work out where you're personally going to set your boundaries and rules. And the rule that I'm setting myself for this trip is that in order to make progress, I have to be following the river's course. If I want to camp, or if I want to set up cameras or whatever else, I'm allowed to leave the river, but I have to come back to it at the same point and continue from there. So that's what I'm going to try and stick to for the full 200 plus miles. I think it's about 210. It's a long way. I'm actually quite grateful for the wetsuit in these moments because the only bits of me that are exposed are my face and my hands, so I'm less likely to get ticks and this stuff. Okay. I think I've come across another pipe. Okay. Yeah, this works. The ground is definitely starting to get a little bit damper underfoot. Yeah, I've come across this. Could go over the wall. Hey, so look over here. There is finally a little bit of water. It's not quite flowing yet, but this is definitely the riverbed. Oh, wow. Oh no. The suction underfoot just ripped my sandals apart. The back strap is just completely ripped off. So we've got to work out how to fix this because I'm currently wearing these wetsuit shoes, but thorns and thistles and anything else is just going to go straight through that. My solution is that I'm just going to go with the front one. I wouldn't be surprised if that ripped out at some point, but I think it's workable. No, that sandal's just not holding up to it. I'm just going to go with the wetsuit socks for now and hope that I don't stand on anything sharp. Hey, I think we've reached some water. This is very exciting. So as well as just trying to get to the sea, as part of this mission, I'm also going to be testing for a couple of different substances periodically as I make my way down the Thames. So I'm going to be testing for nitrates and phosphates, and I've been told that if those are present in high quantities, it's a pretty good indication that there's a lot of agricultural runoff and stuff like that. I'm not any expert, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I kind of want to see firsthand, I want to collect data firsthand to just see what happens to the Thames as I go further down. So I'm going to test for nitrates first. I think the idea is I just fill this little test tube up to the middle line, and then you put 6 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of number 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you give that a little bit of a agitate, and then I think we leave that for 10 minutes, and then it should turn a colour. That's pretty clear to me that that's reading 0. This is the phosphate test strips. So you dip test strip into test solution for 1 second. After 3 minutes, compare top pad colour with colour scale. I think that's pretty clear that that's 0 parts per million. Okay, I think that was a successful first test. 0 and 0. We'll see how those change as we make our way closer to the mouth. And I guess this is a good time to tell you that I've also decided to attempt to raise funds and awareness for the Rivers Trust. And the Rivers Trust is a charity that's aiming to kind of clean up the rivers in UK and Ireland, because at the moment they're just in dire health. And they're full of chemicals and full of poo and all kinds of nasties, which make it really not inhabitable for wildlife and the like. And habitats. Whew, no doubt of that. And they're also not very pleasant places for humans to enjoy as well. You know, I enjoy messing about in rivers, and if you're watching this, you probably do too. And it'd be nice to be able to swim in our rivers and not think, oh, am I going to get sick? So if you'd like to find out more, I'll leave a link in the description where you can donate to the Rivers Trust, and let's try and raise a bit of money. So far, this project's raised £23,000, which is amazing, but I think we can do better. So I've upped the target to 50 grand, and by the end of the release of the series, I want to see if we can hit it. So this is quite exciting. This is Kemble Bridge, which is the first bridge that you come to. I know I've been under a few tunnels, but they don't really count as bridges. This is like the first proper one. And I think it was originally built for the railways. There used to be a railway that went over the top, but now it's just a main road. Anyway, we're going underneath it. Here we go, into the tunnel. I'm feeling pretty smug that I've got the wetsuit now. It's, yeah, the water's above my knees. Sort of, it's up to crotch level now. So I've just stopped for a second because the water has just completely run out. And I thought maybe I've gone the wrong way, but I've pulled open my map and I'm still dead on it. I was just watching the river getting deeper and deeper, and then suddenly it just disappeared. This stuff's going to be hard going on the feet. I'm going to attempt the sandal again, because the issue I was running into before is my feet were sinking into mud and then the suction was pulling them off. Whereas here, I'm not going to have that problem. So I reckon if I can get this one tight, we'll be all right. Look at this stuff. Is that algae? I think it might be algae. God, it slows you down walking. Like suddenly super wide. That's certainly the deepest it's been so far. Maybe I'll stick around the edge for now. What's funny is that the Thames footpath is literally right here, and I'm deciding to do this. Ooh. What bad. Oh. Some of these boxes. Let's just get them out of the river, shall we? There we go. I'm giving up on this sandal. It keeps getting pulled off by the algae stuff. We're coming up to the second bridge en route. Don't know what this one's called, but it looks like a relatively busy road goes over it. Just stop for a little bit of a feed. I don't have heaps of food, but I do have a little rye bread cheese sandwich. So I've attempted to pack just enough to get to Cricklade, and then on the kayak I've got a load of food, but I don't have much food on me right now. So really, I want to be getting to Cricklade, well, hopefully tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then the next day. Otherwise, I'm just going to completely run out of food. Oh wow, it's thick through here. This stuff is just a nightmare, because you end up trailing like 20 feet of it behind you. It's a cute bridge. And a perfect place to sit. I've got no idea how far I've travelled today, and I don't really even want to look because I know it's going to be disappointing. Here's my map. I know you can't really see that very well, I'm sure that's blurry, but I'm hoping that I can see where I am on it. There, okay. Oh, that's depressing. Pretty much dead on 2 miles. But I've always got to remind myself with this stuff that the first part is definitely the slowest, and it will all speed up from here. While I'm at this bridge and I've got a bit of a table, I'm going to do some jobs. So I didn't bring a stove, but I did bring this old peanut butter jar. So I'm basically going to cold soak my meals for the next couple of days. So in here is a mixture of fried and dried onion, buckwheat and vegetable protein, sort of like mince type stuff. So I'm hoping that just sort of absorbs the moisture, and then by dinner time this is actually going to be decent enough to eat. But I just didn't want to bring a stove on this first part of the trip because I've just not got the capacity for it. The other job that I need to do while I'm here is that I need to filter some water, because I've just drunk the 2 litres that I started with and I need to replenish. I'm not going to do this all the way down the Thames because I think that's dumb, but at least the first couple of days I think I can fill up as long as I filter it. And I'm going to do that with this Sawyer squeeze, which I was very kindly given by Sawyer, and I might also put some purification tablets in it as well. Okay, that's 2 litres sources. Let's go. Oh, that was slippy. Right, okay, it looks like I might actually be going around the back of some buildings here. So hopefully, if anyone sees me, they don't mind. The thing is, I've got no idea if I'm actually trespassing or not. I think if we just go quickly, I think that's the way to do it. I guess it's a farm. tyre. Very good. So I think beside me is the Thames footpath, and then the other side is someone's big house. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely getting deeper, sort of more consistently up to my waist now, and it's a hell of a lot wider than when it started. I think we might be coming up to our first little weir. How deep is it the other side? That's the question. I don't really want to slip down it. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm very glad I decided to do this. What a peaceful thing to be doing on a Saturday evening. It probably helps that the sun's kind of shining at it, but you can see all the way to the bottom, and there's even fish down there. Wow, that was a sharp meander actually. That's like almost done a 180 there. I think it's about 7:30. I think I'm best just to do another half mile or so and then call it quits. Anyway, I'm going to try some of the water. Try some of the Thames. Oh, yeah, tastes fine. Hopefully it doesn't make me sick. The thing is, right here, the Thames would actually be kayakable. You'd be able to put a kayak in this and you'd be able to paddle it. For how long, I don't know. I think you'd probably end up getting stuck sooner than later. I might be walking into trouble here. I've just spotted 2 swans ahead. I think I need to be quite careful because I really don't want to get attacked. And swans can be quite aggressive, especially if they've got some chicks. It's definitely not wide enough for me to try and just walk past them. I'm just going to keep my distance for now. I don't mean any harm, I just want to walk down this river. The issue is I'm just going to keep pushing them further and further on, aren't I? And they are moving away from me for now. I mean, I do need to get out and just find somewhere to camp pretty soon. But I would like to make a little bit more progress. Well, you don't have any young'uns, not that I can see anyway, so that's something. I'm just scared they're going to turn around and test me. Come on, keep going. I don't want to get into a situation where I have to kind of retreat. Because I'm totally bluffing right now. If they turn around and come swimming at me, I'm getting up that bank as quickly as I possibly can. I mean, at what point do we just get out? I mean, I could try and get up there and just have a look. Oh, okay. I'm definitely on the edge of a farm here. Or in a farm. But I could potentially just camp somewhere along here. Just depends if any tractor or farmer comes. I think I'm happy to take the risk. Okay, so let me show you what I've been carrying in this bag. So that's drone and camera equipment. That's tonight's meal. We will explore of that later. A little bit of bread in that one. Got my water filter. Got my water testing kit. Toothbrush, very important. A couple of slightly bruised apples. Some nuts. Got some more nuts. Head torch. Carrot, very good. Got some instant chili con carne stuff. Another instant meal. Got some noodles. Got some chocolate. Got some porridge. Okay, I said I didn't have much food. I actually do have a decent amount of food. And why is it so tight? And this one is a few clothes and my sleeping bag. And then here is my bivvy bag. Alpkit sorted me out with a lot of new gear. So I'm very excited to try all this stuff out because I haven't tried it yet. Slides into the bivvy bag. Pressed in this one is the sleeping bag. Shops in there. And I think that's going to be me for tonight. Right, I need to get out of this wetsuit. I'm starting to get cold. Ooh. There's some prune toes. I was surprised how kind of pleasant the day was. Okay, there were areas where I was battling through sort of overgrowth, but it wasn't spiky, which makes a big difference. And I'm really surprised how wide the river has become even after a few miles. It's not quite swimming level, but I think I might hit that tomorrow. But my bag seems to have held up, so I
do have confidence that if I do need to swim tomorrow, I think this bag will keep my stuff dry. Anyway, I need to eat some food. I made it. I need to try it. This was a mixture of fried dried onion, couscous, buckwheat, and some vegetable protein stuff. Oh, that's completely edible. Yeah, I'll get through that. There's calories. I haven't really got much in today, so I'm going to try my best to get most of this in. There's cows on the opposite bank and they've spotted me, and they're all just looking. They're just piled right here, just staring. They're going to give the game away. I'm sure once I bed down, they'll just give up. I hope. I'm glad I'm on this side of the bank and not that one. I just looked at the map and I've covered 3.5 miles today, which is pitiful. But I didn't start until halfway through the day, so we should be able to make a lot more progress tomorrow. That's the aim. But I'm glad that I've started. It's always kind of slightly nerve-wracking starting something like this because it feels like quite a big undertaking. But I feel like so far it's going pretty well. Good morning. I slept pretty well considering. I was pretty toasty all night, and then about 4 o'clock the wind really picked up. Hopefully the sun comes out, but if it doesn't, then I'm just going to need to keep moving, otherwise I'm just going to get cold. I'm not looking forward to putting on my damp wetsuit, but it's what I've got to do. So I think we need to get up and just get moving. Whew, all right. First dip of the day. Oh, it's not too bad. I don't know where those swans ended up from last night. I'm hoping they went back that way because I don't want to be chasing them. So this morning we've got a few obstacles to contend with. There's a couple of farms that I'm passing through, and then after that I reach Cotswold Water Park, which is a collection of naturally formed small lakes. And I think there's a lot of water activities and holiday lodges and just a whole kind of complex there. So I'm not really sure the legality of all that. There probably will be some trespassing today. I'm probably trespassing right now. So we'll see how this all goes, but this is all part of it. I think I found the swans again. Bag off, bag in front. There we go. Just about. The reeds have got pretty tall here, which is concerning because I know that there's 2 swans up ahead and I can't really see more than a few meters in front of me. Okay, swans, please keep moving. Keep going, that's it. No. They do not want to leave this area. Just let me go around and I'll be on my way, okay? I'm not here to hurt you. No stress, no stress, no stress, no stress. That's it. Well done, everybody. I just feel every single stone. I need to do something about this because this is so bad. The base of these wetsuit socks are just not offering any kind of respite from the stones that are just jamming up into my feet. The thing is, I have the sandal base. I should be able to make something work. I was kind of looking at these. These are the straps which came off. I'm wondering if I can somehow tie these around and keep them in place. That's actually pretty solid. I mean, it's going to wear on the bottom, but it might just about get me through. Stylish. Okay, it's something. Let's see how long these hold up. It's a cute little bridge. Yee-hoo! Okay, wasn't as slippery as I thought it might be. This is real deep. Maybe we go around this way. Oh no, that sandal's coming off. Got it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Okay, great. It just hurts so much. So I've got this strap. I reckon I might be able to use this to strengthen these sandals. Okay, let's give this a go. I'm just coming up to a farm, and judging by all the sheep and lambs around, I'm guessing it's a sheep farm. Hello. Okay, I don't know what's coming up, but it sounds like there's a lot of water moving very quickly. And it scares me a little bit, but let's see. Yeah, okay. So I guess the Thames goes literally under this person's house. I thought it was going to be deeper than that. Maybe it gets deeper. Wow. It's a fancy house. Very cool. I think I just got to keep moving because I don't think the owners would be that happy with me just traipsing through. Ooh, that's very deep. Ooh. Whoa, I could only just touch the ground there. Oh. Morning. Yeah, good, thanks. Hello.
You really are walking the Thames, aren't you?
I'm trying to, yeah. Yeah, I started yesterday.
Spending all your time in the river?
Yeah. The idea is to go from source to sea, not leaving the river.
Are you for serious?
I'm for
Really?
serious.
Did you start from over Kemble Way?
Yeah, I started at Thames Head.
Thames Head?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now I'm heading towards Cricklade, and in
Yeah.
Cricklade I've got a kayak waiting for me, and then I'll get on the kayak and I'll take it all the way to the sea.
Oh wow, how cool is that?
Well, take care, enjoy your morning.
Hopefully you'll be on the use. I think you just dropped some.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no. Thank you. If I said I was warm, I'll be lying. But it's manageable. It's a manageable cold. Anyway, this looks like a good place to do another test. So I'm going to test for the nitrates and the phosphates again, and we'll see what they say. And while I'm waiting for those to change colour, I'm going to eat my porridge, because I'm starving. Okay, so this one, I'm confident in saying that that's 0. So that is the phosphates, that's 0 parts per million. This is the nitrate test. I'm not seeing any hint of pink in that. I think that's completely transparent. Another 0 reading. I wonder if it will change. I hope so. I hope these tests actually work. Otherwise I'm carrying them for nothing. Oh yeah. It's a sandcastle bucket. Over the next couple of weeks, I was curious to learn just how much rubbish I would see floating down the Thames. Plastic waste in rivers is a big issue because eventually it will make its way to the sea, going on to harm marine life, ecosystems, and us in the form of microplastics. I don't really know what to do with it, to be honest. Once plastic has reached the ocean, it's incredibly difficult to clean up, which is why I said yes to this sponsorship from Ocean Bottle, because they're directly funding efforts to capture plastic before it has chance to enter the wider ocean. Okay, that's an extremely mossy tree. This could definitely go wrong. So Ocean Bottle's promise is that with the purchase of any of their products, 11.4 kilos of plastic waste that would be bound for the ocean, they will collect and prevent it from entering the ocean. Before I get more into what they do, I first want to show you a selection of their products. So this is the 1 litre Ocean Bottle. This one I actually took down the latter part of the Thames as I was kayaking along, and it was great to have hot liquids with me. This is the 750ml and 500ml versions. This is their travel mug with removable lid. And this one's probably my favourite. This is the brew flask. And this one has this 360-degree sealable lid on top. So you can sip from it kind of like you would a regular mug. And I've found there's less risk of burning your mouth. Gosh, this is sketch. Okay, I'm just going to sit down here. So I did actually produce a short sponsored video for Ocean Bottle previously. And there was a couple of comments on that video which just expressed a bit of confusion about what Ocean Bottle actually do. So I thought I would clear up some of that confusion here. Tim Eaton78 commented, "Love you, Ed, but for one bottle they'll fish out 1,000 waste bottles? Come on." Well, Tim, that's exactly what they do. But the important figure to focus on here is the 11.4 kilos of plastic waste. That is equivalent to 1,000 plastic bottles, but I'm sure a lot of that waste will be in different forms. And the Captain Makes It Happen says, they claim this by suggesting that over the lifetime of the bottle, you'll have used 11.4 kilos of plastic bottles. They aren't removing anything. They're simply implying you'll not be using throwaway bottles. Well, the Captain Makes It Happen, that's actually not true. Because while you definitely should reduce your reliance on single-use plastic like plastic bottles, Ocean Bottle are physically working with organisations like Plastic for Change, Plastic Bank and Repurpose to physically remove plastic from waterways in countries where plastic pollution is the highest. So if you'd like to pick up an Ocean Bottle, please do check out the link in my description to get 10% off any of their products. And if you want to find out more about their work, I'll also leave a link to their impact report for 2023 where you can find out more. Thank you, Ocean Bottle. Now back to the Thames. I don't want to throw it back, but I also don't want to like sling it to the side. I mean, there's a bank over there. I feel like it's better to be out of the river. It's going! I haven't seen all that much rubbish, but I can't be picking up everything that I see. I just don't have the capacity for it. So judge me if you will for slinging that sandcastle on the bank. This is all good fun. It's just a mess. Can I work a way through? It's very deep. You just need to... I need to take off these sandals because I'm going to lose them. It's just crap. Okay, this is getting more challenging. We're definitely getting close to being out of wading territory. Man, I'm actually genuinely sorry. Okay. I've got this sort of low-level shiver which I can't shake. You know, generally you can just put another t-shirt on or another jumper. Here, I'm just, this is what I can wear and nothing more. Okay, I've come across more swans and the situation's not good because they've got chicks and there's a lot of them. They do actually seem to be moving in the right direction now. So I think my best bet is just to keep pushing them onwards. Come on, keep going. Come on, just a little bit further. Okay, that was a hiss. I think my best bet is to maybe try and get up on the bank, let them past, and then continue. This is painful. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Last one. Right. We're out of here. Patience was key there. Yeah, who would have thought swans would be such a barrier to this mission? I'm just approaching Cotswold Water Park, so I suspect there may be a lot of people around just enjoying being out on the water and just being in the nature out here. Okay, that's fine. Brace myself against this. Okay, that's not too bad. Hi there. Alright.
Fast up here. Does that help?
Cheers.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to go from source to sea down the Thames.
Wow, that's impressive. Walking the whole way just on the path, but you've trumped us.
Did you start today? Yeah, at Thames Head?
Yeah. And we've started this one, we're going to do 5 2-day blocks.
Just weekend blocks, and that'll get us to Hampton Court, so 10 days to Hampton Court over 5 weekends. We're staying the Red Line at Crickley tonight. We'll buy you a beer.
Yeah.
The football's on in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll quite make that tonight.
Is there a website, or is there a...
If you just type in Ed Pratt, you'll find my stuff. Yeah.
Pratt,
yeah.
Brilliant. I'll have a look.
All right, you too. Oh, that's like a crab leg. Look at that. Wow. I think we've got to go under this one. Just let the bag float. You'll be all right. Hopefully the contents of the bag are still dry. We'll find out later, I guess. Oh, that's not going to help. Oh, some ducks. I'm slightly scared of the swans. I'm not scared of the ducks. I'm trying to cover the Thames from source to sea without leaving the river.
Enjoy. It's just not a sight I see very often.
No.
Did you start at the very where you have to come across the field first?
Yes. Yeah. There's no water there at the moment. It's completely dry, isn't it?
And a friend of mine was like, Louise, we've got to go. I've seen the thing on Facebook. The source is bubbling. We got to the source and went, this hasn't been bubbling any time recently. But anyway, well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy. You've got a few low bridges coming up, I'll just warn you.
Okay, I'll look out. Enjoy your run. So this is a section of the river where the Thames path literally hugs the bank. So I'm sitting on the bank and I'm going to eat some chocolate. I also need water, and I'm contemplating whether it's smart to fill up. I think I'm going to do it for no other reason than I just need water, and I feel like it will be cleaner here than anywhere further down. I mean, maybe it's not a particularly sensible thing to do, but I think it'll be alright. Okay, I've filled up with water. I'm just approaching a place called Ashton Keynes, and soon I get a choice of which way down the Thames I want to go. Down there is the River Thames, and also up there is the River Thames. This way kind of avoids the village, and this way goes through Ashton Keynes. To me, it sounds more interesting going through the village. I feel like that could be a bit more fun, so I'm going to take that route, and we're going to see what we see. Oh, it's the police! No, it's an ambulance. Ooh, it smells under here. The bed of this part of the river is like clay, and I'm just sort of sinking into it. I don't think I am going to get stuck. It's just very difficult to walk. Ashton Keynes has better be worth it. This is a nightmare. I genuinely can't walk on this riverbed anymore. I think I might have been sinking in because my bag was so heavy. So now I've taken the bag off and I'm floating it. I feel like I can actually walk again. I hear running water, which is never a great sign. It means it's falling through something. We're right on the edge of Ashton Keynes now. And I suspect there might be some kind of weir or something that drops down into the village. Okay, so the water runs through there, does it? Oh man. Right, I'm going to leave my bag here. Just want to scout out what's up here. It sounds like the water's moving pretty fast. I'm not going down there. Retreating, retreating, retreating. Okay, well that's not happening, is it? feel like I've got to at least have a look. Either. I think we're going to give this a go. So I need to somehow... Maybe I can just lift this down actually. That might be the way. Bag first. And then me. Alright. Let's hope this works. This is a long tunnel. But I can see light at the end. Oh, come on Ed. Oh no, it looks like it gets narrower. Like a lot narrower. How was that for a cliffhanger? If you'd like to see the next video in the series, it's available right now on my Patreon, but also I just set up YouTube memberships, so for as little as £2, the second episode is available right now if you sign up to that. All you got to do is just click the join button down below and the rest should be obvious. It's another 40-minute episode and I'm very proud of it. If you want to support what I do even more, then you can sign up to have your name written at the end of each of my videos. And if you're feeling crazy, then I've decided that I'm going to Sharpie anyone who signs up to the top tier. I'm going to Sharpie your name onto the kayak that took me down the Thames, like all of these lovely people, which could be a bit of fun. It could get out of hand, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you don't care for any of that, then all the videos will eventually make their way to YouTube for free. And when the second episode is uploaded, then it will be available to click right here. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.